Hello everyone and welcome to my rainy season 3 world. Um yeah, come on. Uh as you can see, I've been busy between episodes. Been playing around with chisel and bits a little bit. Also used the architecture craft model a little bit. And some chisel. But basically, we've got here our entrance. I wasn't 100% sure how I wanted to do the entrance. But this is supposed to be like where the security would be, the receptionist, and I was thinking we could make that be our main offices as well. And we've got touch elevators in. It does weird things with your view bobbing, turns it off and on. But floor 2, I was thinking this would be like the residential area as well as have like the cafeteria, the medical center in. Although, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be getting all that. And for now, I dug out a teeny little hole for me, which I can only sleep at night. And then, if we go down a floor, this is where all of our machines live now. I was thinking this would be power generation and all the machinery, which I've got set up. I've got some auto crafting set up. Mostly it just crafts like the ME stuff. Which I'm having trouble doing because we need Certus quartz, and the easiest way to get Certus quartz is through the mining laser, which takes forever. What other? How much ore do we have? We're up to 9 ores of that. I forgot to do that one. Yeah, some of this stuff you do by hand, some of it you don't. Arrows and bones. Also, I've got both of the reactors that I had set up right here. I went for 2 of them. We don't really need one hardly. The fuel usage is turned down so low, plus the power gen is turned way up. In between, I have also crafted up a hammer, a shovel, a tinker's hammer, and a tinker's shovel. And I've gotten into the thermal expansion vein of block exchangers, which it uses RF instead of durability. There's the cheaper version, which they use durability. Let's see. At exchange. Yeah, there's 2 different main veins of it. I think there's actually a Ender IO set of them as well, but Ender IO is not installed, so yeah, the creative one obviously doesn't use any. Woodstone, gold, iron, diamond, and emerald. These, every block it swaps out, it uses 1 durability. Always got the most. With the thermal expansion based ones, I believe it just goes until it runs out of power. Or blocks. Usually it runs out of blocks first. I went ahead and made the... Is that the tier 2 or tier 3? Yeah, tier 2. I went ahead and made the hardened. I could probably make the reinforced, but that's a lot of crafting stuff for that I haven't felt like doing. I do have one other floor set up on our elevator. We've got 1, 2, and 3, and then down here, I went ahead and made this 6 because I wasn't sure how many floors we were going to have. But it goes all the way down here, and if we follow this tunnel, which I've been playing with the exchanger a bit. What? No, that wasn't the exchanger. That was the chisel. Don't step there. That is the mining laser. It will kill you. Even in creator mode, it will kill you. And if we come over here, it's not 100%, but we've got our tunnel to our end portal. And of course, there's nothing in the end, and no sense in our case of making the an ender because that requires being on a difficulty other than peaceful. Makes it harder. Anyways, back up to the 3rd floor for our machinery. Ding! I've got the pattern for all of the flex ducts, and unlike the first season, one of the things that I've done is I've gone ahead and set up several of those that are used in crafting recipes, like this one's glowstone, redstone, ender pearls. The problem with the ender pearls is the supply side is a little lacking. But I've got all those set up because they're used in different crafting recipes for like the Enderium. Also, I made our hammer silk touch. I thought that would be important. I've got our chest here. We've got our bit tank, all the tinker's tables, the architecture craft thing. This is a door factory. I don't have any doors anywhere at the moment. Yeah. And then we've got our Deco Bench, which is kind of one of the things I was wanting to take a look at. Science. For science. Wood desk 2. I don't know how big this thing is. That's a teeny little thing. But I was thinking we could make one of those and maybe some computer bits. Make one of those. Screen right. I'm not sure if all of it'll fit on there, but we'll give it a shot. And of course you gotta have the tower somewhere. I don't have any walls up, but well. Oh, earlier I set it to go to a different floor and I fell off. Let's see, there maybe. Oh, you can't angle it? Aw. And it only goes there. Lovely. Can you put this on there? No. Aw. I was hoping to have more than one monitor, but put the tower there. Climb right up it because it counts as a slab apparently. Oh good, it's nighttime. Since I broke the bed and brought it down here, I haven't had the chance to sleep in it. Come on. Alright. Let's see, what other office stuff would go? Is there a good chair that might fit in thematically? That is the question. Oh, also I've got all of our 3 clay types on AutoCraft. It's obviously not going to be under tech. Patreon office. Oh, good. What type of chair could we get? Office chair 2. I really like the design of that, but I like the color of that better. Decisions. Hey, there's a glass disc too. Let's make one of those. And let's make one of those. Alright, let's see. Yeah, it's not really any bigger. Put a table there. Plug that there, which you can actually sit in the chair. And I guess we'll put those screens back in the bench. Everyone's favorite activity. Put it back. Recycle it. Alright. I think there's a filing cabinet as well. Toys, tech, it wouldn't be there. Storage. Don't really want to save. Silence. I guess it'd go really well for like in a medical center for the most part. Patreon office. Archive box. Yeah, go ahead and put one of those in there. Living room. I don't think any of this would go with that. A cactus chair. That seems like a bad idea. I'm just saying, it just seems like not a very good idea. Bins, bedroom stuff, bathroom, art. Nope. I think that's what we're gonna go with. You can't. I don't believe you can actually put anything in this, but it fits. This would be like my little office area. I think that works. And there was one other thing I had in mind for today. Yeah, we got time. I was thinking, there was an old recipe from Extra Utilities for crafting the nether stars on Peaceful. I was thinking, why don't we add that? Oops. String. Do we have any bows actually in the system before yes. Alright. And so, we're going to need to make a couple of things before we get too far along with that. Let's see, bow. Because one of the things I've got in this pack for, I forget what, was the recipe maker. Diamond sword. Soul sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wither skulls. Let's see if this will work without going into creative. MTRM. Yes, it does. You know what I forgot to grab? I forgot to grab another star. Let's grab one of those first. Because at the moment, the only way you get it is through mining the wither ore, and you always get one. Because that's the way I've got it set up. But if we do this, like so, and now dang it. That should give us a recipe for this. There we go. And now we can craft those. Since skulls aren't that big of a deal to come by, it seems like a good idea to add the recipe for that from the original Extra Utilities. It just made sense. There we go. And that is how you use that. Basically, you go MTRM and it'll pull up that little grid thing, which lets you do things like add crafting recipes. With roguelike dungeons, wither skeleton skills aren't that big of a deal to come by. I don't think there's actually a recipe for that, but yeah, basically you get it from the ores, and you can also, because I've got roguelike dungeons in the pack, they're available scattered around the world in the overworld. You just go pick them up. So it made sense, and also our supply of diamonds isn't hurting. So yeah, we got 130 diamond ores plus a block and a bunch of tools, and yeah, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. We don't need a whole lot of nether stars, but they are used in a few things, and I thought it'd be good to have that. Anyways, well, that's actually all I had planned for this episode. um, the only other thing that I can think of to do would be to move the nether portal. Like, move it down a few blocks, but I'm not quite sure where that ends up. And I don't want it in a residential hall either. Mostly it's just for fast travel to spawn, but I don't know. Because it's the last thing I would like to have moved. With this, I've discovered that you need to update in order for the entire bounding thing to show up correctly. That's just a visual glitch with this version. I believe it's been updated to higher versions of Minecraft, but there's a reason why I haven't updated it past 1.10 for this version. Also, I'm thinking this will probably be the last episode of this, if I'm being fully honest. I'm just done. Anyways, if you did enjoy this episode, and you also enjoyed the series, do be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, do be sure to subscribe for, well, I don't know how many more episodes there will be in total, but go ahead and subscribe by clicking my little Minecraft guy's face on the screen. And also check out some of the other videos of mine on the screen as well. And I will see you guys in the next episode or video or whatever. Bye-bye.